Hello YouTube, it's Rom from Ramen Noodles TCG, and today is the first episode of a new series. So I've talked about doing a ladder climb series for a while. I've filmed a couple different things, but I've never actually uploaded them. So today I'm finally going to be doing a ladder climb series for real this time, and I'm going to be taking on Genesys format. The thing about Genesys YouTube content is that there's not a lot of gameplay out there, and I am hoping to be part of the reason that that has changed. So I wanted to start with Red Dragon Archfiend for episode one. I'm going to be playing different decks each episode, so I can give people a variety of gameplay experiences through me. But this deck seemed like a good place to start because it's popular and because I already know how to play it. And yeah, so I'm going to do a brief overview of the list before we hop into some ladder replays. So, Red Dragon Archfiend is a deck that was kind of underwhelming before, but then Blazing Dominion came out and released some insane new support. So, the deck is really good now. We have this new guy, the Crimson King, which gets you better access to your spells and traps. And we have new combo pieces like Power Vice Dragon, Fiend Piece Golem. Power Vice is a broken starter. Fiend Piece Golem is a great extender. Darkness Resonator is insane. It gives you extra normal summons, which is really nice for extending through interaction. And obviously, we have our old mainstays. We have Soul Resonator, which is the just the Stratos of the deck here. Resonator Call as a Rhoda, Crimson Gaia that grabs all of your new cards because they all mention Red Dragon Archfiend. But it also grabs Soul Resonator, right? Yeah, Soul Resonator or Vision. So yeah, this is a somewhat standard list. I've seen people play this card Chain Resonator. This I think does really greedy lines, and I'm not about that greed. Um, you get an extra normal off of Darkness, and that's why people play this. I don't think that's all that good. I'm still playing the Obsessive Loop. I think this card is kind of cool. It's a solid extender that I think is still worth playing, but that might be a bit of a hot take. So yeah, the engine is 45 points. So we have 45 points for hand traps after you pay for the Dissipator as well. So yeah, I'm spending 44 points on this solid hand trap lineup of 11 hand traps here, and a Cosmic Cyclone in the side because Cosmic Cyclone is just a good 1 point card. So yeah, let's get into some gameplay here. All right, so let's talk about some replays. So, my first replay with Red Dragon Archfiend is going to be against La Bella Vita. So I go Standby Main, I activate Power Vice, go Power Vice for Darkness. So because I'm starting with Power Vice, I'm going to go for the 100 Eyes line that you're going to see in a little bit. So I grab the Boner, I go for Crimson King, grab Red Zone. I think grabbing Red Zone was probably a mistake. I should have grabbed an extender here, because Red Zone can be searched later in the combo with Vision. But yeah, so I go for Boner here. So I don't want to. I go for Boner because I don't want to. I pitch the Fua. I could activate Crimson Gaia, but then I'd have to reveal that I already have the Crimson Gaia. So I didn't want to do that. So I go Darkness here. I go for Bone. I go Bone for Crimson Resonator. So this is the 100 Eyes line. So yeah, going for 100 Eyes to copy Crimson Resonator, and because Crimson Resonator says if the only other monster you control is exactly one Dark Dragon Synchro monster, so 100 Eyes Dragon now has this effect. So the only other monster you control is the Crimson King. So you can 100 Eyes here. So we're going to do the 100 Eyes line here. Going to go sink into Hot Red, grab back Darkness, go for Crimson Gaia. I go Crimson Call, realizing that I need another non-tuner. Actually, I changed my mind. I decided to go for Supernova here, I think. Um, yeah, I go Darkness to reveal, or Darkness to modulate, and then I go for Supernova here. Synchron Resonator add back, Vision Resonator search. So we get King's Resonance and the Vision back. So I set some back row and pass. So Supernova Dragon is broken because it's Supernova. Also, we have Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss, we have King's Resonance for Crimson King, and we have a Red Zone Pop. So that's pretty good. Our opponent starts with Ultimate Slayer targeting the Malong, or sorry, sending Malong. So what we want to do here is we're going to chain Red Zone to flip. So because this can't be responded to with monster effects, we respond with a trap effect, flip it, and then we chain the hot reds because we don't want to lose our hot red, right? So we're gonna do that. Gonna go Malong on the supernova. Obviously, we're gonna chain the supernova. But it's gonna go Anubis, the Last Judge, man with the mark. Gonna normal the man. Gonna grab a Verdict of Anubis. So we're gonna go Red Zone Revive to Supernova. Pretty nice play here. We go Power Vice here. Our opponent tries to Solemn Accusation at Power Vice Dragon, and then scoops. But yeah, that was like a basic Supernova combo. Okay, so we're up against, I believe this is Super Quantum, but this Super Quantum Duelist has bricked. So yeah, I'm gonna start with Crimson Resonator. I'm gonna go Soul, get negated. Going to Herald of Orange Light, our Soul Resonator. I think this is a misplay actually. So obviously you want to hit the Soul Resonator, but this guy has like a ton of hand traps in hand, right? So if this guy pitches the Ava, I believe he can get Alphan here, right? Let me check that. Yeah, this is a light fairy. Yeah, he can just get Alphan here. Why would you do this? This guy's an idiot. Nope, sorry, that was really mean. But why wouldn't you? You don't have a starter in hand. Why wouldn't you pitch the Ava? How greedy are you? Oh my god. The greed is immense. The greed is like unimaginably immense. So this guy draws say you're 19, right? So um yeah, this guy has to pass, right? So this guy's in big trouble now because of this, right? So we go for Soul Resonator, grab ourselves a Bone Archfiend. We're gonna Bone pitch the Uva Loop, dumping Vision. We're gonna go Vision Search to increase. Gonna go Crimson Gaia. Gonna go for Crimson King here. Gonna grab the Fiend Piece Golem. We're gonna go for Crimson Resonator. So our opponent's gonna nib us now. Okay, so we're gonna go Synchron, target Soul to add back. So now we can use Darkness Resonator. Basically, I kind of sniffed out the nib here. That was like the only thing that my opponent had because if my opponent didn't have nib, he probably would have scooped it up. So to play around the nib, basically I grabbed Fiend Piece Golem and held the Darkness Resonator so that I could extend through the Nibiru like this. So we're gonna go for Fiend Piece Golem, grab the Uva Loop back, gonna go for Scarred, gonna grab Synchron Resonator back, going for Dissipator to pop the nib, and then bring back Crimson King and win. So yeah, this guy should have just searched Alphan. I don't know why he didn't do that. Yeah, so this is another brick hand. I'm pretty sure this is just a complete brick, right? And I guess you can go green layer, summon black layer, but at this point you'd rather probably just keep the black layer. Okay. Yeah, so he's gonna go black layer. Why did he do this first action? Did he do this first action in main phase? That doesn't make any sense. Or was it standby? Oh no, this was in response to my Crimson Resonator. Okay. So he's gonna go for the Ouroboros here. I'm gonna go Soul. I'm gonna grab Flame Crime. Gonna Crime here. burn for 800. My opponent's going to flip the crime because it's the non-tuner, right? So he's going to go for black layer to grab himself some follow-up with the layer 19 here. We're going to boner. We're going to boner. For vision, grab Crimson Gaia to increase, right? So we're going to go for the Crimson King once again, grabbing Fiend Peace Golem. Got a Crimson Resonator again. Got a Darkness Resonator. Got a Darkness Resonator. Got a Darkness Resonator. Go for Supernova. Darkness. Grab back the Darkness. We're going to Fiend Peace Golem. No reduce. Go for Scar Red again. Grab back Synchron. Gonna go Scar Red Synchron. So this guy's really clutching the nib tight. But we're going to chain Supernova. So that goes. Gaia. Gonna get negated by the... Excuse me? Is he just not gonna activate the Ava? Dude, search your Alphan. What are you doing? Instead of having to draw it. Whatever. Alright, so I'm gonna trigger a bunch of effects here. Just doing super quantum stuff. I don't mind, I'm just gonna wait. So yeah, he's gonna summon a blue layer. I'm gonna just wait. Just continue waiting, because I know Supernova is like a really good card, right? So I'm gonna change Supernova here to banish. I think this gets me the most bang for my buck in this situation. Because he's gonna get a spell, right? But he doesn't have anything left. He grabs the Magna Carrier, but he's out of gas at this point. I guess he gets to dump Green Layer to draw a card, but he's out of gas. So I ask for a rematch. Or sorry, he asks for a rematch. So the opponent has a much better hand this time, going for normal blue layer. Grab Zaytan, Zaytan effects. Dumping green layer, gonna go green layer. So obviously I'm not gonna freaking negate the green layer because that doesn't do anything, right? So I think about I try to Skullmeister the black layer. He lets that resolve. So he goes for Alphan here. Yeah, so Alphan, chain 1, chain 2, chain 3 to shuffle. So obviously he went chain 3 blue layer to shuffle, so I'm not going to freaking bell the shuffle. The shuffle doesn't do anything, right? So he made the important effects chain link 1 and chain link 2, because I think that's an add back and a summon, right? So he gets an add back, or I think it's 2 add backs, yeah. So he's going to go for the Magna Carrier here. Going to go Magna Carrier for Magna Liger. Going to go for Grand Pulse in this position. So Magna Liger, Grand Pulse, this pops a spell trap, this pops a monster. So I gotta figure out the best way to try to play around everything. So I'm gonna grab Darkness here. Darkness is just generally a good way to play through stuff because, you know, it gives you extra normal summons and it special summons itself. So I'm gonna go for Soul here to try to grab myself a non-tuner. This gets hit with Orange Light. We're going to go Crimson Gaia. I think about trying to use Soul to protect, but then I forgot that I didn't have a Synchro on field. So, yeah, that was kind of a big L. I guess, like, the only other way to do this would be to, instead of, could have gone Darkness first, because Crimson Call can grab back the Skullmeister, and I can, like, try to synchro with the Skullmeister or something. But I don't think I have a 7. I think I cut Coup. I don't remember if I have Kui Belt or not. But regardless, this does not accomplish a whole lot. So I think I'm just getting clocked here. So I go Crimson Call, add back Soul, and then pass. So M1 blue layer, grabbing Zaytan here. Yeah, so I scoop it up. It's time to go first again. Surely I'll be fine, right? I go Power Vice for Darkness Resonator. Gonna go normal Soul. So once again, I'm doing the Crimson or the 100 Eyes line once again, grabbing Fiend Peace Golem this time because I want to search that non-tuner early so I can play through a nib. Gonna go Darkness Resonator. Darkness Resonator gain an extra normal. Gonna boner. Gonna vision grab Gaia. I'm gonna boner. I'm gonna 100 Eyes. So my opponent is going to think here. Is going to I got Synchron Resonator add back. I'm gonna grab Darkness back, like we did in the other line. I'm gonna go for Fiend Piece Golem here. So I'm gonna go -1. I'm gonna go Red Rising. I don't know exactly where I'm going with this. Oh yeah, this is the Crimson Blade scenario here. So gonna go for Synchron again. You want to be looping Synchron Resonator as much as possible just to like get the card advantage. So I'm gonna go for Dissipator here. Gonna go for Levianeer. Levianeer shuffle the nib. I'm gonna go for Stormbane. Yeah, so the opponent can just kind of hold the nib until end of turn, which is a little unfortunate. I don't really have an answer to that. I guess the only answer would be to go for Supernova, but I didn't want to go for Supernova here. I wanted to show off other boards, and I just kind of felt like going wide against Super Quantum. But regardless, he drops the nib here, and I'm like, oh crap. I can chain Crimson King, though. So this gets the Crimson King banished, so I can bring it back with Red Zone. So that's something. I get like the pop off of Red Zone. Not bad. Alright, so my opponent goes standby main. Gonna kaiju the token, normal summon blue layer. Gonna bring back the Crimson King off of red zone. I'm gonna go for Zaytan here. He's gonna black layer, gonna white layer. Gonna go dump red layer, grab the Magna Carrier. Gonna go level 5. I bell the red layer because I think this is really the only value I'm gonna get out of this. He likely wants to add back the black layer, and that's a really dang good card. So I do not want him adding that. So he's going to go Magna Carrier for Grand Pulse here. Gonna special the Alfan. Gonna Alfan. I'm gonna Crimson King here, just to like, I don't know, be intimidating or something. Yeah. And also get the destruction protection, that too. So I'm gonna blue layer. I'm gonna watch him blue layer and white layer. Gonna grab some stuff and then shuffle. You know, do the little shuffly wuffly. He's gonna make Nash Knight. I'm shocked this guy's playing freaking Nash Knight in this deck. That was shocking. So I pop the Nash Knight. He tries to Grand Pulse my red zone, but I have Soul to protect. Yeah, so I do the Soul, do the thing, and then I am able to win from this position. Stand by main. Yeah, I just kind of kill this guy. From here, I don't remember how I do it. I think I'd probably go for like a I don't remember. Also, I forgot to trigger the Stormbane. Also, I draw 0 hand traps going into Super Quantum because lovely. So I just watched my opponent start quanting all over the place. Hard drawn Magna Carrier, by the way. Uh, Pretty interesting there. Gonna go for quantum stuff. I really don't want to narrate another super quantum combo. Bruh. So yeah, as this guy's he's just gonna go for Magnus. So he goes for Magnus. This is Magnus with how many materials? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. That is freaking 7 materials on the Magnus. Um, so I'm locked out of searching, and this guy is unaffected, and he's 3,600. So how do I beat this? We'll see. So I go darkness here. Gonna go darkness, darkness. All right, so I'm gonna boner. I'm on a boner. All right, so I want to go for Crimson Resonator here. Obviously, I'm trying a Crimson Resonator because I want like one of the big guys. So I'm going to go Red Rising Dragon. My opponent is going to Magnus here. Obviously, you probably want to shuffle the Crimson Resonator back. Like that's the only sane line here, right? But he shuffles the freaking Red Rising back, and I'm like, sure, dude. Gonna grow Black Layer Search Follow Up. Thankfully, I have the Fiend Piece Golem. So I can Red Rising again, but then on summon, this man drops Nibiru on me, and I am hooked. Yeah, that was some serious cookage. Yeah, yeah, I'm just kind of getting stomped here. Yeah, that was a little bit. He's just kind of playing the game, and now I'm dead. Bell doesn't do anything against this deck. Don't side in Bell. I don't know. I think I kept in Bell for some reason. Yeah, that was a little rough. But yeah, that's super quantum. Um, yeah, Magnus plus Nib. I mean, what are you gonna do? We kind of got super Sentai sacked there. Oh, and the rest of the games are advanced. So I think I just had the those three replays. So yeah, after that outing, I wanted to give a few more thoughts on the deck. Overall, I'm pretty happy with it. This deck is really good. Maybe I would consider playing Zaylin. Zaylin is just a really good card. And it also helps negate Nibiru, which is kind of an annoyance for this deck. I mean, you do stuff through Nibiru, but unless you go for Supernova, you don't end on a whole lot after getting nibbed, which is a little bit rough. I would prefer to end on actual cards instead of Nibiru. Actually, wait, hold on. Is 100 Eyes once per turn? Let me just think about this 1 second. 100 Eyes is a soft once per turn. Can I copy Dissipator? No, it says 6 or lower. Damn it, I thought I could do the thing where, like, in the Levianeer line, you could, banish your 100 Eyes and then bring back the 100 Eyes with, like, Stormbane. Oh, that I forgot to Stormbane in the other game, but, yeah, I thought I could, like, bring back the 100 Eyes and then copy Dissipator and then bring back Dissipator. That would be super sick, but no, you can't do that because it copies level 6 or lower. And this is not a level 6 or lower. This is a 10. Never mind. Yeah, there's got to be some way to do like a Stormbane line to have something good banished. Maybe you're supposed to have this banished. If you have your Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss banished, you can bring it back with Red Zone, so you still like have the negate live. Yeah, so maybe that's something to look into for the future. Because if you're worried about your Red Zone getting hit, you can protect with Soul. Although Cosmic Cyclone would be an issue, but I mean you can't play around everything. So yeah, Nib. Generally, I mean, I think I did pretty well with the Nib lines, like playing through Nib. As you saw, like I was able to hold some extension with the Darkness Resonator and the Fiend Piece Golem. As far as extension, Loop is just okay. I don't think I should be playing this card. It's not necessary. I never talked about Void Apocalypse, but this card is really cool because it gives you both access to the Vision Search and it gets you Boner, which is pretty cool. This dex struggles as far as consistency. I mean, it doesn't struggle with consistency, but as far as like your hands, the thing you're lacking is non-tuners. So having Void Apocalypse to find yourself a non-tuner is pretty nifty. I've seen people play like the Archfiend package in this deck with Archfiend's Playground, Usurpation, and Playground. Those cards are bad. I mean, not in they're bad in this deck. Don't play them in this deck. But yeah, other than that, I'm pretty happy with the list. I guess maybe Bane is cuttable for Kui Belt if you want to play Kui Belt. But I mean, I like Bane. I think Bane's cool. So yeah. This, I think I was definitely right about this deck. It's not insane, but it is a very good deck that you can take to a big event and do well with, as we saw at the YCS. Congratulations to everybody who played this at Columbus and did well. This deck is cool. Glad you enjoyed yourselves. So let me know what you guys thought of the first episode of this series. I'm still new to the whole like ladder replays thing. No, I'm not new to that, but like the whole ladder climbing concept. So let me know what you guys uh, thought of it, and I'd appreciate some suggestions for what decks I can play in future episodes of this series. I'd appreciate if you left a like if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe to the channel for more Genesys content. Thanks so much for watching, and have a great day.